have a look at some other utilities and extras that have been added in. Let's go over to the supply chain management, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go over to the stock area, and what we've actually got here is a very similar option that I showed you previously, obviously on the financial side. This one is called the stock code updater. So I'm just going to load this. The purpose of this is, what you may have is you may have some stock items where you might want to rename the stock code that you've actually got. Sometimes that happens, or you may suddenly have a product that you want to make redundant and replace it with another stock code. So this is ideal for that sort of thing. So what I can do here is, if I just choose, let's go for some digital compasses. So if you look there, I may have changed my product code for digital compass. So obviously what I would need to do is, normally within Opera, I would need to create the new stock record, create the code, and create the description, all the various things that goes together creating the stock code. So what I can actually do here is completely change that stock code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that stock code. I'm just going to call it X, because what I want to do, I want to use ECCD001 for something else. So what I can do here is, again, as I showed you on the financial side, under the sales and the purchases for the updater, I can do a report only. So what I can do is actually run that report, and let's just see what effects and what files where that will make the changes. So if I just choose run, and again, it's just prompting me there just to say this is a run to test the update. So I'm going to change the code from ECCD to ECCD001X. So let's go yes, and off it'll go, and it will now look at all the tables where that reference is being used, and we'll change them accordingly. So if you look quickly, just look down the list, we've got the various areas around the warehouse of where that stock item will be held, the transaction file. I've also got items here held within the supplier reference file. I've also got some areas here around the job costing module, if you've got the job costing module. A little bit further down, I've got the sales history by product. So obviously, when I originally sold that from a history point of view, it had the old code, but obviously I've changed that code, but I still want to see what it was that I probably would have sold that time. So these are the effects that will be made on the various tables. So remember, this is just a quick test so I can just see exactly what's going through. And again, just a reminder to you, we place these under utilities because they can obviously cause a lot of damage if you leave that open. So obviously anything you've got under your utilities, you need to restrict down and use with caution. So let's just click OK. Let's just go back again. Let's go to stock code updater. Let's go and find our digital compass. And remember what I'm going to do, I'm going to rename that new stock code to X. Well, this time I'm going to run it for real. Remember, I did report only just to see the effects of where the entry would make the changes. So if I now run, again, it's just telling us, so this time what I had was a report only. This time it's physically going to update those records. Are you sure? Yes. And that stock code has now changed. And again, it's recorded away what the original code was and what the new code is and who it was changed by, i.e. the manager myself on this date and at that particular time. Let's click OK. Let's go and have a look. Let's do a quick search for compass. And now you can see that my new code now is ECD001X. So that will have now changed completely throughout Opera. Again, a great utility for recoding or removing items around. So probably what I could do here is with the compass, I might just call that X stock. So again, now what I could actually do is use ECCD001 again as a brand new code, because the product may have completely changed.